Hi, it's MJ, and welcome to Key to the Keys, a podcast that explores the stories of local residents who have made the islands of the Florida Keys their home. Each week, I'll be sitting down with local business owners and community members who will share their personal journeys of relocating to this stunning destination and offer their unique perspective on what it truly means to live, work, and thrive here in the Florida Keys. So, whether you're considering a move, looking to start a business here in the community, or simply curious about life in this tropical paradise, my hope is that these stories will inspire you to take that bold leap of faith and live the life you want. For today's episode, I have the honor of sitting down and speaking with the truly radiant and beautiful soul, Ena Genoun, whose presence brings an abundance of love and healing to our island community through her business, Yoga Keys Life. Her venture is far more than just a business. It's a movement dedicated to health, wellness, and community connection. Ena's passion for sharing holistic practices with both visitors and locals of this tropical paradise transcends mere profit. It aims to elevate the consciousness and vitality of the collective, and that intention can be felt the moment you meet her and step into her beautiful space. Ena's journey is one of resilience and unwavering commitment to follow her intuition, embracing that gentle nudge with belief, faith, and trust, even when the path begins to feel challenging. She also shares how she has fully embraced island life, particularly the transformative power of slowing down, which has brought her heightened awareness and personal growth. As the healing energies of the Keys awaken, Ena stands at the forefront, answering the call to be a guiding light in this transformative time. Ena, I am so excited for our conversation today. Thank you for taking time to sit down with me and inviting us to your beautiful space here on Flamingo Island in Marathon. I'm really looking forward to hearing more in detail your journey, your path that has led you here to the Florida Keys. And I'm so excited for you to share with our listeners this big, beautiful vision you have for bringing a thriving, collaborative wellness community to our islands for locals and for visitors.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I'm going to let you personally introduce yourself to everyone. Tell us a little bit about you, your business, and just how everything began, how your journey started.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. This is amazing opportunity, and I truly appreciate it. And it's my first podcast in my life, and I'm excited. And in advance, I apologize for my English sometimes or my accent. It can be difficult, but I will try my best to explain.
Beautiful.
Yes, and I know you. I'm so grateful you sent me email in advance with a couple of questions like what we were talking about, but I apologize, I even didn't have time to open it.
It's okay, life is busy.
Yes, absolutely. And especially now when it's the season starts in the
Yes.
Keys, and I told my husband yesterday, I was like, oh my god, I even didn't prepare for podcast, I didn't notice the questions, and he confirmed my thoughts. Just be yourself.
Exactly.
You don't need you are not getting to create something new. You're just sharing your experience, which brought you today in this moment.
And this is just a conversation, and we just let it flow like it.
Exactly.
However it flows.
Yes.
So.
Please enjoy the mocktails.
Yes, so Ena has provided us with these beautiful mocktails. So if you're listening, definitely go onto YouTube and watch the video of the podcast so you can see her beautiful creations. Mocktail, I'm going to have to take a little sip.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Cheers. Oops.
Oh, yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, my goodness, that's delicious.
Thank you.
Yes.
We are serving them for yoga brunches on Sunday and events, of course.
Beautiful.
So how they started my journey with the Keys?
Tell us your full name and your business, and then your journey into.
We'll try to make it short. My name is Ena Genoun. I'm a certified yoga teacher. I am a certified sound healing life coach, and there is a lot of directions in yoga, and I'm continue always learning every day from different schools and from the peoples. We are all healers for each other and teachers for each other. There is never end for self-discovery and about this beautiful world. So I love everything about this world, and um, I have pretty big experience behind my back, because I'm not just how to say it right, immigrant of the Florida Keys. I'm also immigrant of this country. Like, yeah, I'm not. Um, I wasn't born in US, and I moved to US like 12 years ago.
Okay.
And I always used to live in Florida. I traveled a lot, but Florida, my homeland, I would say already, because I grew up in Siberia, where it was very cold,
Very
very,
cold.
very cold, minus 40 Celsius. I went to the school,
Wow.
and I was there, like, always telling myself, I promise one day you will live in a place where it's the always summer all of the year round. It was like one of the dream come true. And I moved to the Florida, and I moved to the Keys like right after COVID.
Okay.
It was like 4 years ago, and my husband offered me to move to live here because he is fisherman, and for him this is the best area, like, yeah, marathon of the fishing and everything. And for me as well, it was new chapter in my life, because after COVID we didn't know what's gonna happen. Like, yeah, after it, my business was closed. I had fashion boutique. I had a small studio, and before that, I used to work like operation director. I had a big career in. I used to work for the chain of the grocery stores and the big companies. I have master degree in human resources and psychology, and I also, of course, finished and studied in a yoga school in Guatemala.
Wow.
It is name of the school Kula Collective. I will recommend them this podcast. I love this school and recommend everybody if you're looking yoga teacher trainings.
Wonderful.
To this place. Yes, but it was my beginning. Like, yeah, I had a lot. I went to a lot of schools. I finished a lot of courses and everything. And my husband offered me to move here, but he didn't just offer to move here. He also proposed to me. We were like dating, and he started like sharing the ideas that he is dream to live in the Keys.
Yeah.
And he asked me, "Will you go with me?" And I'm like, "No, I need to leave everything here. Yeah, if I will be a kind of wife or something, if I see something serious there, then of course I will dedicate, because it was and still true love." And I'm happy that that's how all happened. And we moved here to the Keys. We were looking for the place, and it was like meant to be when we found this place, because there was a lot of ideas, as always, with me to grow in this new world, to grow the yoga directions in retreat and something. And I thought like retreat, I'm sorry, the Florida Keys, like islands, surrounded by nature, will be an amazing place for that. But of course it was like somewhere like far away. I was just thinking about that. I just started thinking, and that's what I always share with people, that when you start getting this call, yeah, kind of fantasy in your head, it means your soul is talking to you, and it means that universe wants you do that. Like, yeah, it's already start sending you these messages, like hints, ideas. And we came here, and this was beautiful 2 spots with the extra spot when we purchased our house. And it was great opportunity that it will be right next door for the retreat. And yeah, that's how the journey started.
Wow.
Yes, and we moved here, but there was
And you were living in Miami at the time?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale
And Pompano Beach. Yeah,
okay,
this area.
yeah.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, and but actually I didn't go to the Keys a lot when I used to live in Fort Lauderdale area. And when we talked to my those days future husband, and we came here a couple of times just to have fun, but I never been into Keys life. And I was like, it's beautiful. Yes, I loved everything. Of course, how you cannot fall in love with this beautiful place. Like, yeah. And but then when we moved here, it's always, yeah, people say this is such right words. When you go on vacation and when you go to live there, it's two different
Yes.
patterns, like, yeah, totally. And I started learning what is going on here, and my expectation was different then I moved
Okay.
here, because
Okay.
I will explain, because I was traveling before, like, yeah, around such a small places like Costa Rica, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, and Bahamas, and all of them kind of crowded with yoga communities, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and there's a lot of yoga studio or the spaces with the different healers, uh, and I thought here is the same.
Would be the same. Yeah.
Yes, I created such a picture in my head that I'm moving to the Bali, like, you know, the
Yeah.
kind of Bali
Yeah.
style. And then I figure out that it's not a Bali style at all. Like, yeah,
Mm.
in a good way. It's just different. Everything is different. And I was trying to find yoga places, yoga spaces,
Okay.
like all of this, because first, I don't know anybody here, and that's what the number one rule probably in yogis: when you're coming, go to community. Like, yeah, and I was trying to reach different people, and I was trying, but no, here wasn't. I tell how it is. It wasn't like yoga studio here. People told me that it was the yoga studio before, in before the COVID,
Yeah.
or before the hurricane, before the Irma. But this woman already moved out, and I was trying to go to Key Largo and Key West, and there is amazing yoga studio, which I am in love with. But again, I understood it's too far for me to
Right.
drive every time one side, and I also understood that retreats. Before we will start working with the retreat, it will take a lot of time, because my husband explained me all of this paperwork, permits, how much time it will take, and project, and there was so much going on. We just moved to the new place. It was our wedding time. There was like,
Yes, you
yeah,
had
yeah,
a
and
lot going on.
yes, I understood that I'm totally in a different world,
Mm.
like, and I was back and forth a lot because there was still leftover of my business there and the clients, and I was a little kind of lost. I got to this period. That's what I wanna to share with people. That when you move to the new place, it's great. Like, you love it, but there can be some moments when you're lost, because we all have up and downs.
Yes.
And in this moment, I understood. I'm such a person. I cannot sit without doing anything. I always need to work or something, creating. And I found a job here, and I used to work for 6 months, I think, in Hapsky Resort in their
Okay.
spa, at the front desk. Beautiful spa,
It
also
is.
recommending.
Mm-hmm.
Their amazing team works there, and I worked there because I needed something to do. But again, I understood I'm not in the right place. It's not my path. It's not my choice. I didn't
Yeah.
feel myself happy, like, and that's what I also tell people: after you are doing your job or your business, if you feel tired, it means you're in the wrong place. Like, your job have to
To
recharge you,
energize you. Yeah.
like, yeah, to give you even more motivation, like, to move forward. So in one day, in one evening, we sat with my husband, and we had an honest conversation that I need to do something here, or unfortunately it will not be life for me here in the Keys. And of course, I love my husband. For him, it's the best. He loves the fishing, and we are living here in this beautiful waterfront. So I said to him, we need to do something for the yoga studio here. Before we even open the retreat, let me create at least something.
Yeah.
And he said, of course, I'm here for you. I will support you in all of your beginnings. And we went to Home Depot. We bought two tents, we're setting them up in here in Extra Lot. I got all of the stuff from my old studio, and I bought the new stuff, placed everything, created a website, created social medias, and started promoting and get into the locals' life, to locals' community, to locals' organizations. Because again, it's not only about that I moved from different city, I moved from another country. Like, yeah, in my head there is different patterns of organization, of community, of the rules and the laws, and that's why I'm also never stop to learn. So I was learning. I became member of BPW, Business Professional Women in Marathon.
Wonderful
Amazing
group down here,
yes,
yeah.
Absolutely wonderful community, and in the Upper Keys and in the Marathon. So if you are new in the Keys, try to find them. They're doing different events with great speakers, and there you can meet your friends, like just to communicate, to share. Then I became member of Chamber of Commerce here in Marathon, and of course I found beautiful food for thought. This place where you can find everything about local yogis. They have this information desk, and it's an amazing place to eat healthy food and to get some stuff. So people start coming, people start learning about that. I started doing free events on the beach. We did full moon events on the beach. Then we did women's circles, and all of the time and before in Pompano Beach in Fort Lauderdale and here, I love animals. It's my love. I love nature. I love pets, and all of my life I support shelters, pet shelter. And when we moved here to the new place, I also I just sent them email and knocked on their door, and I'm like, I'm new here, I'm doing events, yoga, and I always help the pet shelter. How can I be helpful for you? And since this day, Florida Keys SPCA, their brochures right here, I love them. It's also amazing team. We are doing with them this puppy yoga, kitten yoga, different events, which also helps both of us to let people know about us, to share. And step by step, like this, I was learning. I was stopping by in the local businesses with the flyers, leaving the business cards, telling people about the business. Sorry, this is actually building retreat process.
Building a beautiful retreat. She already has a beautiful space, but she's building an even larger space next door. So if you hear a construction noise, that's just what's going on.
Sorry, and started like this, step by step, with no rush, and trust with the process. But of course, there was up and downs, like in everything. That sometimes I heard like I do something wrong, why people not like joining, don't join, like or something. I was knocking in a lot of doors of the local businesses, send the emails, offer to do yoga in their restaurants, in their hotels, in their businesses, like everything. Some of them was answering, some of them not. Of course, this is normal again. And I started my first jobs with yoga here in the Keys. Was in a Fairblanca hotel in Banana Bay Resort. We did every Saturday community yoga for everybody. And different other places in the Marathon Marina. So it's just about move forward, like spread the information about you, because like I said, I didn't find the space here, so I'm creating, and not just for me, for the community, for people to understand that there is also wellness activities like which help to your mental health, to your physical health, because we are now going through such a transformational time in this world. I'm sure everybody can feel that, and just to create this beautiful community, like why not to spend the time together, to support each other, to share our services, because that's why we are here in this planet. Like everybody has the talent, everybody has the purpose to share it with the community, with the society, in case to keep us all in this balance in once. Of course, it's a long journey before we reach this state, but already now, like again, through the small steps, through the small details, through the building big picture and the big pattern of this harmony. I'm sorry, we're there non-stop.
Sorry. I think the mic should
by the way, I forgot about
it. It should cancel out the noises. So it's all good. It's life.
Exactly. The universe checking us, like if we're like really ready to go through all of the obstacles.
Can you release control?
Just don't notice. Focus on this present moment. Yes, and we're finished for creating this community. I would love. We already had this community already. We created some small community, and people continue joining, and I love to see this happy people radiating like faces, like I happy to get amazing reviews to hear how people really started feeling better, like sound healing and higher frequencies, like and the breath work and the meditation and just awarenesses which we are sharing with each other, how helpful it is, how people feel finally relaxed and letting it go, going through the healing of their traumas. I'm not actually posting a lot about details of our business of yoga keys. I mean, it's not even business, it's like community about myself, because it's a small business and I do everything by myself. And like a cleaner and like a yoga teacher
You wear all the
in
hats.
everything, like and social media manager. And that's why I'm like good in editing video, but I'm like edit like and just post share the experience, but I'm not really sharing awareness. That's what I would love to do, to share knowledge, not just awareness, with people, to share how much I do one by one sessions. But people started coming to me one by one because such good words, the energy never lie. Like, you feel that people contacting me through the email, and we are doing private session with the Reiki energy healing, with the sound healing, such a healing energy for people with different traumas and different diagnoses. And after they feel so much and they're talking and they're share, and after and in a few days and even in a few months, and they're always coming back and continue. And this is the best sign. And for me and for this place that we are doing everything right. And that's why we are like expanding. That's why we started growing even more, and from the tents from Home Depot in the next spot.
It's just one step after another, and it just all of a sudden grows and blossoms into something just magical. And
exactly.
so you have to start somewhere. And I think that's when how long ago was it when you put up the tents? Because I remember finding you maybe a year ago.
It was 1.5 years ago.
It
was like even
just
not 2
promoting.
years. I started boosting the post in Instagram. It actually was another not the funny but interesting thing about the Florida Keys, that when you move here, I think like this is important to share with people for the podcast. It will be very helpful. I was from Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach area. I was in businesses, in big communication through the Instagram. I even didn't touch Facebook. I was like in Twitter and all of these areas. And here, when I started doing it, I didn't get so much response, and I was like, why I'm doing wrong? Just was analyzing, observing. And then somebody asked me, have you tried to post the advertising in the local newspapers? And I was like, what? Somebody's still doing that? And they're like, yeah, you need to try it. And I did this, and I got even more people. So in the Keys, it's like a little different.
Yes, we still have the old school forms of communication, but also we call it the coconut telegraph, just word of mouth down here. It's so huge. I mean, I know it is anywhere, but down here it seems to really, because we are a small community and we all thrive on, the high season when we have more people in town, and just telling one person, the next person, it just kind of makes this whole trickle effect.
Yes, that's what people start sharing from month to month with each other. That's also works so we did commercial in Kiss Weekly in a local newspaper. Then some else, I already don't remember the names, but we started do more printed materials, like when you print and you go and bring to the local places.
We still have lots of businesses, and my community of the small town of Layton still has a billboard where they put all the community posts up there, and the post office always has billboards, and marinas have billboards. So the print is still alive down here.
Yes, absolutely. And I love it. I was like, I'm always, every time I already from Publix go to UPS, I print like 5 copies and start from UPS going to place, like when it's facilitators coming, like new events. And that's what I'm also about, that I want to bring to people different types of yoga practices, because Western yoga is a little late in yoga evolving process, and especially here in the Keys, like I understood for the last 2 years, and I'm just sharing with people this new for them experience, totally, which they never heard before. But again, I'm just sharing, and I'm just telling people it will change your life only for better. This is such amazing practices for your mental health, for your physical health, for the balance in your life. And that's why I started inviting different facilitators. And this is also interesting process, how people learning. Like, for example, I got sometimes couple of emails, people told me like, oh, okay, like first group, it's so difficult to get people for the events here. I need to promote it. I don't know what else I need to do. I'm going to Facebook groups, all of the printed materials, sharing everywhere. And I'm getting this small group of people. And then they're starting sharing also with their friends. And people send me, oh, now we know where it is. We know, we want to try too. When it's going to be again? And I'm like, but these people coming here, they have tours, like they're not locals. That's why I'm asking you, please, guys, we are doing it for you and for myself as well, but for the keys, just try it. Just dedicate a little time for yourself just once. Try new practice. Nobody, here is no place for competition. Nobody judging or worrying or anything. Here is, we are open to support, to share, to welcome, to greet you to this beautiful space, and to make your lives better. This is actually our mission, to make people's lives better. And yeah, that's what we are doing, growing, inviting new facilitators, which is they're usually traveling around the states. And when I tell that it's this day, this time, it means the only this time they can be here, because then next time they will be able to come maybe in a couple of months only or something. So I'm inviting you, just dedicate time for yourself. I guarantee you will feel much better, everybody, after. And of course the life will become so colorful. You will see all of this light around you,
even more vivid.
Yes,
and beautiful.
The portals for abundance, for harmony, for joy will open for everybody, for sure. I mean, that's what the journey. I don't know if I missed
Oh no, that's beautiful.
something. Yeah. Then we grew to this place. Actually, yeah, it's first floor of my house. It's like kind of a garage. When we grew more and more, and the tents wasn't enough for the people. Again, I said with my husband, and I said, thank God, with my husband we are in the same plate. Here is absolutely, he is like, we have to share with this. He also feels that he is not yogi at all. He wasn't yogi, and he's still not.
Does he still practice?
He's still not
all?
yogi, but
No?
but he started practicing. He loves sound healing. He understood how good it is. Like when it's, and when it's he is of course businessman with the Florida Sport Fishing TV show, and he is busy man. And when all of this coming along, and he feels down, and I feel his energy, I'm like, let's go. And he's laying down, I'm playing, and he already knows that a deep relaxation, and he will sleep good, and the next few days that he will feel so much peace. So even such a man who never believed in energy work,
gave it a try and is convinced.
And sometimes when I do yoga, because usually mornings I have yoga classes, and he's not the person for the group classes. And then after the class he is already busy in the day. But when I do sometimes with him yoga stretching, he feels so much, because he feels so much release. Like you're stretching, you're releasing all of this stagnation, all of these holdings. It's all of the results of the stress. It's your body language. Like when you're through the negative emotion, you don't feel it physically, but each of your micro muscles, micro cells squeezing your body and keeping yourself in tension. That's why after stretching, after everything, you feel so much release. You are really letting it go. And one day we were sitting with him. I said, I need more place, more space. There is more people coming, and we built this. We broken the wall here, extended the space, created the studio, and he always was telling me that we are waiting for the permits. There will be soon your own whole retreat. And so it's coming along. I'm saying, I'm so happy, so grateful.
So that's
for
always
all
been
this.
the vision. Like you said, you saw it pretty much when
Yeah.
when you found this house
Mhm.
that came with the extra lot.
Yes.
You saw the vision.
Yes, I
That's
was, but
beautiful.
it was so far. Like,
Yeah.
that's also I want to tell people, like, yeah, sometimes far feels too far. But if you just start through the small steps, move forward, you will understand that this is maybe even not so far. And this is beautiful process when you trust to this process, like, and you're just observing and analyzing, slowing down. That's why I'm always telling people why meditation is so important. Like, every day, every morning. I love guided meditation, but I always recommend people meditation in a silence. Try to find this silence, like, stillness in your body and in your mind. That's what will help you finally to calm your mind, which works almost 24/7. And that's what will help you to notice the patterns. That's what will help you to catch yourself on awareness. Yeah, that you're sometimes, oh wow, you heard some word and it brought you through this connection to the right decision. So all of these things, practices, and I was just observing, analyzing, continue coming out of my place, out of the comfort zone, to the local community, because again, like, my English is not the best, and I'm not local, not only in the Keys, in the country. And it was very difficult because in a Pompano Beach in Fort Lauderdale area, I had a lot of Russian community.
Okay.
And I was speaking Russian like a lot, like every day. And my studio, the small studio, was kind of a Russian community. I had more people from there. And when I moved here, it turned 180 degrees. Like, I have to speak only English, like, and with my husband, and with the clients, and with the new friends who I meet here, like, and it was also difficult. There was another things I've been through. Sorry, they're always start noising, and but I don't know how to say it right. Just believe in yourself. Like, yes, we are all adults. Like, we are all educated people. We understand the things. We just need to slow down. This is most important. Through the breath work, through the meditation, we just need to slow down your brain, your mind, and just thinking and analyzing, to talk to yourself. Like, that's why journaling important. Walking by yourself without the phone, just take your dog or just by yourself and go to walk, to run. That's when you spend in the time to understand your life, to observe your life, to notice again. I will tell the same things, patterns and everything, and to understand, oh, this was wrong direction. But thank you for the experience. Thank you for the lesson. I understood it. I need to try to go here. I'm going there. Knock, knock, knock on the door. Nobody open. Okay, it means it's not for me. The universe telling me you're going to the wrong side. Thank you. We're going to the next direction. Like, and through all of this journey, you will find yourself. Nobody standing up and getting through the straight path and reaching their life and desires. Like, everybody have up and downs, and yogis too. Like, yogis have also bad feelings. Yogis cry and all of this stuff. So this is normal, to go through the obstacles, because this is our nature. Through the obstacles we are growing. We are like creating our base, foundation, alignment, to grow even more and to share, like I said in the beginning, to share your talents, your purpose with the society, with the world, because only through this way you will find abundance, you will find balance, because universe will tell you, like, oh, you're doing like right, you found a purpose, you're doing it for the world, so you deserve, like, karma turning to you in a good way, like, you're getting what you deserve. And I can talk about that a lot, like, non-stop, always people. And that's what's happening now. Also, we stepped in November 19 in such a transformational time, when Pluto got into Aquarius energy, Aquarius sign, I mean, after being 20 years in Capricorn. And this is the time of revolution, of transformation. I also actually tells the Aquarius, it's people about Aquarius sign, it's people who bring people together because they're air element, they're flowing, they're creating this community, and also they're transforming, they're growing people, they're pushing them like that's, and that's how I was giving last time a little explanation to one of my students, like myself, like Aquarius, because I'm Aquarius, and that's what like I'm noticing, observing even myself from the side. Yeah, this Aquarius came and creating this community and bringing people together. Like, yeah, that's what energy of Aquarius usually does. So it will, people finally start understanding that most important goal is not money just to pay the bills. Yeah, the most important goal is to do what you love, what makes you joy, what makes our world good place. Like, yeah, people start care about each other. Like, we are evolving, we are transforming to this higher intelligence. Like, yeah, like I said, a long way, but I believe we are stepping on the right paths, step by step. And I also thankful for that to COVID. I know COVID was everybody looking different on that.
Yeah.
But it allowed our world to slow down. People finally paused, slow down their life
Reevaluate
races,
things
and understood, and we got even more to this wave of awakening. We are calling it awakening in yoga. It's like such a term in, but it is evolving. We are part of the nature. We just forgot about that. Our mind was in the first place in front of us. Like, yeah, we were just trying to show each other who is bigger, who can do more, who can reach. Like, yeah, our ego was like kind of in a power state. And now it's changing. Now our foundation, our soul, awakening coming to us. But this is process of evolution.
Yes.
Like I said, we are part of the nature, and we start remembering about that. We start remembering that we are the power, that this is our body, that it's not just something like what we are not taking a care about, that we need to think what we bring into our bodies, yeah, which care us. Sorry, I am what I eat, like, yeah, beautiful words and all of this. People consciously, like, yeah, start and understand. I'm sorry, there's a little
The
too much.
landscapers here.
Yeah.
Took a break, let the landscapers finish their job, and Ena brought down some beautiful desserts. What did you make us today? Let everybody.
It was chocolate mousse. It's a raw vegan chocolate cheesecake.
I've already dug in, but
you took the video. You can like to show it. It is. We are serving such a beautiful, healthy, and delicious desserts in our yoga branches, events, retreats. It's a gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy, eggs-free, like making them almost from the air, but it's all from the nature, organic ingredients, no chemicals, like different nuts, coconut milk, cacao butter. I love all of this creativity, energies, and it gives me opportunities to create. And also the food, it is also another key for our lives. Like, yeah, when it's so important what intentions you have while you're making the food, cooking. So I'm always sharing my love from my open heart, like to make people again feel better. To open for them new things, like, yeah, in a life, so they understand that you can eat also desserts, healthy desserts, like, yeah, which is there is a lot of so many things around us in the world, and how important, like we said, like, yeah, in the beginning, and now to slow down, to let yourself rest, because it is very important to keep yourself in balance. You cannot work 24/7. Like, yeah, you cannot rush, because if you're running in one day, in one moment you will stop. We weren't created to move non-stop, like, yeah, or everything will start falling apart from your hands. So there is always have to be a time for the rest, time for yourself, to take care exactly of yourself. It's not egoistic, like it is healthy actually to take care of yourself, because your kids, people around you, your families, friends will feel good around you when you're feeling yourself good. Like that's why we need to all start from yourself. And we will have soon great opportunity for you to stop by at our retreat. There will be different programs for several dates for people to enjoy, to heal, to recharge, to rejuvenate. And I think it is important to share the idea about this retreat, that it will not be just yoga retreat like it's usually, like we talked about that in the break time, that here in Marathon, exactly in the Middle Keys, not such a big community of the how to say it right, like yoga, like spiritual people.
Yeah.
And people who are coming here, the tourists which I had today, also people from Germany, they are sharing with me these thoughts, these feelings, that it's not a great place for us, and they don't know even if they're gonna back or not, because they found only one healthy restaurant, food for thought, and they're so happy to find yoga keys, and they're coming yesterday, today, tomorrow, like that, because there is nothing else. That's why I'm again sharing this call to the locals, to the community. Let's go to get together. Let's create this community. Let's create these new opportunities for people to invite, to welcome, to greet people in the keys, not only for the fishing and the bars, but also for these wellness activities, showing them that here's such an amazing place, such a healing
There's
place,
already
surrounded
healing energy and
healing,
nature. That's
yes, all of this mother nature elements we are surrounded by. This is just wow. I'm like, don't have another words. I love also we are relocated right here across of this wild island, which never will be built. There is kind of radio stations or something. So there is so much wild nature. We have always different birds, manatees, dolphins, fish, nursing shark. Like we are like truly the space for the retreat, for like truly sanctuary. It is peaceful. It's far away from the US one. So you don't hear all of the sirens and the sounds, although it's not so much in Marathon then, thank God. But still, it's very quiet. And we will provide for people, that's what we will provide for people, Florida Keys experience in combined with retreat. We will do spiritual practices, yoga practices, sound healing, breath work, life coaching, different programs. But also right here in our retreat, we will have sauna, we will have ice baths, we will have reflectology path, rest area, wood platform. We will do ecstatic dances, like with the special forms, which is the great practice to connect with your body, with your spirit, and to let it go, like dance when like nobody see. Recommend to do it every day at home also. Just wear the headphones and dance like nobody see it. You will feel so much better.
I'm looking forward to that. That sounds really
that's
cool.
when we will have beautiful big porch. There will be enough space to do yoga on it with the beautiful views, the wood platform downstairs. Actually, the first floor of the retreat, it will be one big yoga studio. It will be much bigger than this, like 4 times bigger. So everybody will have a space and around and behind, so you can move in all of the sides and feel your body. Like it's also very important in yoga. Beautiful studio. We will able to take, like, I think 10 people groups, something like this, in amount of the people. We have a board from my husband, of course, which he always also loves to take people. We take people on the board for full moon events, for sunrise meditations. And that's what I'm talking about, that it will not be just yoga, it will be Florida Keys experience. We also have paddle boards, kayaks, there will be jet ski, there will be, like I said, boat tours, snorkeling, fishing, like, and
Yeah, just encompass it all.
To create this dome of the Florida Keys experience. And every time when we will go to connect with the nature in the ocean, like for example jet ski paddleboards, it's always will be through the right intentions. There always will be combined with some practice before and after, with the celebration, with the release, because this is amazing again to be surrounded by mother nature. And I'm just so excited. Honestly, I'm so excited. I'm already like looking forward to start all of that, to show people all of these opportunities, to create this, like to see even more of the smiles and this happy radiating faces, because this is just wow. I don't have another words. Florida Keys is truly healing place, and we are ready to share it, our space here, and to make our world a better place, because it is healing processes about just to be in the Keys, and then to do practices and share emotions, to be in community. It is all about good things. I mean, it's all about harmony, peace, and of course this unconditional love.
And the oneness of all.
I'm sorry, touch the microphone. The wellness activity. And I want also to share, perhaps like not perhaps, for sure new people watching, we are open to share. I'm open to share the space. There is no competition. I'm always ready to invite new yogis. We are doing different events with different and local cup of yogis. We did event, and from Georgia and from North Carolina people were coming, and from Miami. For every month we have different events for the full moon, and if you're a yogi facilitator and you would like to provide your service to share it with community, please feel free to contact Yoga Keys. We are open, like I said, to share the space.
I love that energy of collaboration, because so much more can come from collaborating and joining forces than seeing others as competition. And
absolutely. There is no competition in this world. It's such a big illusion of the people, because your energy will attract your customers. That's it. There is nothing else. Continue do your job. Listen. I mean, not just job, your purpose. Your talent. Share it with the people, and your people will come to you. And more that you share, more you will get. But you will not even care about that, how much you will get. You're just becoming this part of the chain. You're so connected. You will feel that. So don't worry about competition. That's why we are always doing here, like I said, events. And
when I came the other night, when you had the couple from Georgia with their beautiful kirtan and the harp music, I mean, you're connecting with such beautiful people, like you said, in the community here, but all around, and bringing those healers and practitioners down here to share the space. And so how are you connecting with all the other people?
I'm connecting with them. Some of them I know from my life in Fort Lauderdale and Pompano Beach, from Miami facilitators who I know already many years. Also, it is all about communication. The beautiful Key West Yoga Sanctuary studio, Erica, the owner, was recommending to her facilitators that there is new place in Marathon.
That's great.
So they contacted me, actually, Gerhon and Gina, who came for the Kirtan Bliss. I know it is also a very new thing. People don't know what is this mantras, what is this Kirtan. But please come, it's so beautiful. It's so relaxing. It is. You will never regret that you dedicated this time for yourself, and you for sure will come back. And it will help you to open the heart for this love to yourself, to your own, to feel your spirit, your soul, your connection. And that's how, and it's again, it's about trust in the process. A couple of times facilitators came just coming to me. They see there is community growing. Not even a couple of times, more. They are texting me in Instagram or the text messages, or coming here to the studio and asking if they would like, if they can participate. And of course, I'm always like, let's do that.
Yeah.
For sure. We did cacao ceremony.
Mm.
This beautiful facilitator, she came in the summertime. Every summer, she just lives here in the Keys.
Okay.
And she found yoga keys, and she just came to me. She's like, can we do something together? I'm like a facilitator. I do cacao ceremonies. Like, I'm, of course, let's do it. Let's bring more and more, like, this wellness, new activities here to the Keys. And I'm always inviting, I'm always sending invitations to everybody. So our doors are open. Like, we will be happy to greet all of you and to provide this beautiful space, healing practices, the peace, to help you to find your balance.
Yeah.
Just do the step. Just
Yeah.
show up, like,
Yeah.
just show up.
Be open to new possibilities.
New possibilities.
And you've done such a beautiful job this year and a half providing opportunities like that and going, like you said, to the resorts. And that's how I met you, was through Instagram. You like just sent a message one day. I just started following you, and you're like, we're offering a free, yoga, meditation, sound bath at Banana Bay. And like, and then people feel that energy. They feel your energy, and they're just like, I need more of this. I want more of this. And
yeah, energy never lies.
Yes,
for sure.
So that's such a great business model that you've had, to really bring the awareness and to show people who you are and your energy.
Yeah, to introduce you, like, to let people know. I'm sure. Yes,
I'm sure it's. Have you felt the community being really receptive? Or has it taken a while? Or did you?
It's taken a while.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with each other. It's taken a while but I understand, especially after the COVID, I understand locals. There is so many people started coming, and unfortunately destroying a lot as well, and breaking. And I know, and I understand locals why they be sometimes not like kind of not friendly, but skeptical maybe.
I gotcha.
Like, to look from the side, because they're kind of tired. They were all of this year, 20 years, they were taking care of the sacred land. And it was beautiful small community here. And then after COVID, everything changed. I understand totally. But from the other side, it's also about give us the chance. Give us the chance to show up, that we can be part of this community, and we can help you to make this place even better. Like let's do it together. Let's help to each other. Let's support each other. Most important, it is support. To understand that people, how to say it right, that people hear you, that people reflecting, responding, something, especially when you dedicate so much to this community and to the islands. Of course, you're looking for some support and appreciation, and but never give up. I would say this too, because when you feel, many times I was feeling this too, that okay, it doesn't work. I cannot get people to the events. And I was talking to people. I remember I was talking to local girl. I was asking like this. I was like, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying in here, but that's how I was learning again. Don't be scared to ask people, because, and it's not only about to ask people or to ask about the help. It's also a very important thing to ask about help. Nobody is idle. Of course, we are all warriors, but you cannot do everything by yourself, because again, we are part of the chain. We are all connected, and to ask about help and locals and people who live here, it's also good. And that's what I did when I was feeling that I stuck in some places. I was going out of this shell of the comfort zone. Okay, I need to ask again, I need to do it again, I need to try again. Even nobody showed up, do it again. Continue promoting. The right people will find you. Just continue doing your stuff, and again, look how it goes, change some things. If this doesn't work, change something, try to do something else.
Seems like the Keys have really made you step outside your comfort zone.
Oh, absolutely, many times.
So it's been has the Keys transformed you personally? Has it taught you, like life down here, has it taught you some personal lessons?
It's a good question. The Florida Keys, this place totally changed me, absolutely in a better way. I already was kind of slow, this yogi, but how I transformed here, it's like, well, even my husband tells me I married another woman like 4 years ago, like almost 4 years ago, like you're a different person, but in a good way. He's joking like, what are you, like an iPhone updating your iOS every year? Like, but it was funny to hear from him. I learned a lot of things. I learned I think all of this experience, which I was sharing during this conversation, that was everything what I learned even more and deeper, how important to analyze, to observe, like, the things, how important to listen and again, observe the local place and the people where you live. Because a lot of times we are bringing idea, and that's what happened with me. I brought idea and I couldn't understand why I stuck first time, because my idea wasn't matching really with the Florida Keys. Like I said, with social media, I was a little to the different direction. That it's so important not rushing, like that it is so important. And that's what actually Florida Keys, this place, teaching us, like, to slow down. To slow down, it's all coming. No, of course our ego wants it happen right now, I want to get results right away, like all of that. And actually I'm finishing now Tallahassee College. There is this direction, professional life coach. And name of my program there, and like everybody for graduation, creating the program. And name of my program, No Rush. This is like all based about that, like, that you don't need to rush. Everything will happen for you. The universe, the world is here for you. It brought us here with the purpose, and it will help you. You just need not rushing and focus on the present moment. And I'm talking about this, and this is 111.
Angel
This angel numbers, absolute. They're talking about the right things, in the right time. That's what I learned for sure. That you need to slow down and to observe. This is what Florida Keys teaching, like, and open your heart, like always sharing with each other. I'm like, your world is your reflection. The people around you is your reflection. The emotions which you are getting is your reflection. So starts from yourself. This is also what I was getting even deeper of understanding of that. That how you will act, you will get it to the back. Kind of karma, like, also with the same law, with the same rules, like same in everything. If it's Florida Keys or New York, like, it depends what kind of person you are and what you are bringing to the place where you live, where you moved. That's how it will answer to you as well. And I also learned such a thing like rotation of the people in the Florida Keys, that here is because of, again, because of this different events which happened. I understood that it's pretty hard for locals to stay here, for people who would like to move, but because everything was so expensive, like, and there are not enough places to rent, to live somewhere. So I understood that if you send some email or some offer to the hotel manager or to somebody in 6 months or something, you need to check if this manager is still there. If you would like maybe to try to work with them again, you need to do it again, because maybe even already in 3 months there is already different manager. Maybe this one didn't see didn't picture you work for them, and another one will. So it's always a lot of different people in the keys.
It is something that it's very true, and that we probably isn't talked about enough. But yeah, people come to the keys and maybe they just figured out it's not the place for them. If their expectations were a lot different than what the reality was, or like you said, it is quite expensive, and if you don't have the drive, and many of us work a couple jobs, or find different means.
That's what I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that's what people say in the keys. You have to have two jobs.
Yeah,
2 jobs to be able.
And not everybody's like, I don't want that. And so you're not always working with the same people.
In a long period of time.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have such a nice podcast, with the details to let them know about this place more. Yeah, but also we have so much opportunities. That's what we were talking about in a break time. Also, we are always talking to my husband, like how much ideas and different businesses you can open here. Here is opportunities. We just don't have time for that. But if you need some consulting, I will help you. Like contact Yoga Kids. We will direct you and giving you like some advices. For example, if you don't mind, I will give one recommendation. For example, I would open in Marathon in the Middle Keys dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Open nice dry cleaning, you will be a millionaire. I'm telling, because first it's a keys with the nice houses. Here is expensive. Let's be honest, like how to say it. Real estate, your direction actually. So owners of the houses, trust me, they would love to use dry cleaning for their bedrooms and everything. Plus, for example, even me, a lot of my clothes from the natural fabrics, which I never will put in a dryer and even in the washer, and I'm washing it with my hands, but I always used dryer cleaner. If somebody will open, I'm sure there will be lines of the people, of the women especially, from the hotels, from everywhere. We need this place. I was trying to wash my wedding dress, and I couldn't find, and that's why I'm always when I go to Miami, I take all of my bags with the clothes which I need to bring to dry cleaning. So if you're looking for some ideas, I'm sure it will be successful in the keys.
No, that's a good one. Yeah.
And about the season, yes, I wanted to say
and I think people are a little hesitant sometimes to start a business because we are so reliant on seasonal business. So you're busy a good 6 months, and then you're slow another 6 months, and it's just not the norm of many other places. And so I think it's really hard for people to kind of grasp that. And like, how have you felt with running a business and relying on, you have those big ups and downs, those big fluctuations? Do you feel at times kind of anxious and worried about the slow season, or how do you cope with that?
Because I moved from Fort Lauderdale, and it's kind of familiar. There is also, we have season and understanding about this when it's a lot of people in Manhattan, in Miami, in the Keys. And here, first again, everything in the world was created in a balance. So if it's like this, it's supposed to be like this for us. You can find your balance here. First, we all need the rest. And for example, my husband and I, we have this rule that end of the August and September, it's our vacation time.
Yeah.
Because it's a time when it's kind of empty in the Keys. A lot of businesses even closing. And of course, you will not get a lot of tourists because it's time when kids get back to the school, people getting back home after the vacation, like everybody is settling up, the new year, and so it's our time to rest, because before that we were hard working, and just don't miss your chance during the season.
Yes,
working hard. Like for example, I have just small example, yoga classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now in a Thanksgiving week, I have yoga classes every day, twice a day. Like, yeah, I'm tired, of course, I'm putting all of my energy, effort, like, to provide for people, then I will get the rest. After that, I know that it will be slow before people will come again to the Christmas and everything. So it's all of this up and downs. Just don't waste your time. Like, yeah, and when the people come here, take this opportunity.
Yes.
Use
great
it.
advice.
And yeah, and of course, here are locals. We still have a lot of locals who also needs the services and everything. It will be a little slower, but if you provide good service, if you are part of the community, they will support you. There will be some business. Nobody have a straight business with abundance day by day, even in this such a states where it's not seasonable time of the year. So it's normal. Like, it's nothing to worry about.
But like you said earlier too, you really listened to the local community, and I think that's so important too, because then that really, people appreciate them being heard, and to provide them with services that they personally can use that might not be so tourist forward. That can help a business survive through those slow seasons because the locals have felt a connection.
This is beautiful thought that it's I will transfer it a little. It's not about money.
Right.
Yes, it's about share your talent, your purpose, your knowledge, and there will be always enough for this period of time. For each period of time, there will be enough. And don't focus only on business. Don't focus only on tourists, because people also live here with kids and just people in pets and animals. Actually, the grooming salon recently, Sailor Dog Spa.
Okay.
The guys opened. I'm giving commercial like advertising in your podcast. But beautiful place. I have 4 dogs and 2 of them are huskies, and they're doing amazing service. And they actually also recently opened their business like less than a year ago, but they're already so busy. That's so busy that they already hire a new groomers to provide the service. So that's what about that. There are people here who are looking for the services always, and in a season and not in a season time. So it's enough for everybody. It's all about what is inside of you. Doesn't matter what place you live, doesn't matter what you do. Like, you cannot, in Russia we have such good words, you cannot run from yourself. It doesn't matter if you change the place or the country, you cannot run from yourself. You need to start from yourself. What is inside? What is your energy? What is your intentions? People feel it, especially now when we are transforming so much, awakening.
We were talking about that earlier. Like, the keys are removed, literally and figuratively. Like, you're removed from the mainland and you're in this very quaint small landmass, and you're very surrounded by nature, and it can be very isolating, but you can't run from yourself. So like that isolation, you could either take that and really, like, for me, I really got to know me and my inner self, because the outer world wasn't as crazy as like Fort Lauderdale or a bigger city, and I had more time to sit with my thoughts and reflect on things and be more present, because nature really helps you to be in the present moment. But also that isolation can really take you in a downward spiral too, because maybe it's scary to like find yourself and get to know yourself, to face your truth. But that's why I feel like this wellness and is it's so important to have here, because of the healing that's already here, and we could just elevate it with your practices that you're providing, and take people not in a downward spiral, but take them in an upward spiral, and raise their vibration and raise their way of life. And
that's what I wanted. Thank you so much for reminding. That's what I wanted to mention also, that this process of awakening, of evolution, is also not easy. A lot of people, when they're getting through the awakening, they finally understand this conscious wave of consciousness start covering them, and they're like getting this anxiety, because they're like finally understand this is not what I want to do, this is not who I am, this is not the person I want to be with and everything. But it's not so easy to step out of your comfort zone. It is not easy way. So we are here for you, like seriously, I'm telling it with the smile, but I understand what you're going through, or you've been through, or you're in this process, or you will go step in this path. I've been there. We are just all have different timelines. Like, everybody have a story, everybody have a destiny and different timelines. So if you feel so, please don't hesitate. We have our I'm sure there will be contact information, just Yoga Keys, Florida Keys, Yoga Keys. I'm always here to support, to help, to heal, to provide these healing practices, to be this guide of the connection with true self, with the nature. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, feel free to reach us. And we'll be more than happy to assist and to help the people to awaken, to go, to step in this beautiful world. Because there is always light. There is all you need to go through the fear, through this obstacle to step over. Because like you said, absolutely right. It's actually yoga language that we have samsara circle, our life, cycle energy. And we are adult people. Our circle already filled. We have karma, life experience, everything. And in case to welcome new life, some new things in your life, which everybody desire. I want more days and I want more days. First, you need to open this gate to release something out of your life, in case to fill the space with the new thing. Again, if you're listening, look to the YouTube video. I'm showing with my arms how it works. So if you stay in samsara circle, in stagnation, and you are not releasing anything, and remember, this is the moving always, the spiral here, the cycle, one after another. And if you are not changing everything because your ego is telling you, oh, it's normal life, why you need to move somewhere, it's good, and your spiral going down, starts and going down, and that's where is depression, where is the darkness, and the shade, which is not good for anybody, I think. That's why we need to release, to let it go. But again, to start from the small steps, starts from the thoughts, starts from the emotions, starts from your self-expression, what you are bringing to this world, and then to welcome new things. And that's what will uplifting your life and bringing the spiral up, you're awakening, evolving, grow, realization, self-discovery, and all of these things which will help you to reach this peace, the balance, and I just wish everybody feel that, because I've been there in the darkness many years ago, and today when I'm in this light, I feel like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like every day I'm waking up, I'm going up, I'm like so grateful for each new day, for everything. And I just that's what I'm doing, why I'm doing it all, to share and to let people feel this feeling, which I recently actually figured out, caught myself on awareness, that I'm able to feel happiness permanently. I always was telling the people before that happiness is a small part of your life. Yes, there is different things, but no, happiness can be always be in your life, and that I'm beyond grateful to the universe and to the world and to the Florida Keys. I reached to this point here in this land, through this slowing down, through this observing, through the practices, connection with true self, your body, mind, and spirit, all of that. Because yoga, a lot of people think like this, it's not exercise. Yoga, it's philosophy, it's about life, it's about energies, it's about lifestyle, it's about the world creation, the universe, and all of the things.
So what's a day of happiness for Ena in the Florida Keys? What
day
would
of
be
happiness?
Yes, a day of what would
Puppy
be your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing to do? Your favorite thing about the Keys that would be, a day of happiness for you here?
Oh, the day of happiness, just to be surrounded by nature and of course the community. I have two things I will share both. I love to be on the nature when early morning we are waking up and with my husband taking in a boat and going in the ocean, and you're waking up together with the world, with the sunrise, and feeling all of this uplifting. You're feeling yourself like you're truly in another planet. You're feeling so much shift. I actually will tell you one thing. A couple of days ago, one of the students told me, they said like such a beautiful energy of Florida Keys and your practice and sound healing, that they were laying down and they felt like they're out of the floor. She said,
They
I
like
was
levitating?
yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
she was like, I was feeling myself. So here is such a vibrations coming from the land, just like, you know, from the water. And that's what I feel like when I go to the ocean. Oh my God, this is such a power, such a strength. I love truly every morning when I go to the porch upstairs, I open the eyes, I'm like just feeling so much gratitude every morning with this meditation. Oh, I'm like just no, not enough words, like you know, but my energy, I think, and my
like
face showing everything. Like it's such a amazing, beautiful day, and of course, the each class, each event. I love the, I love whole of the process, but my famous or my favorite my favorite part, it's the end of the class when everybody like awakening already after some healing, and everybody is so grateful to them, to each other, to the space, their smiles, their radiating bodies, lights, like all of this. I'm like I see that, I'm like I'm doing everything right, like you know, I feel that, and that's why there is no in my head like doubts, like you know, so much a lot like before, because it shows me, the life shows me, and that's what happening with all of us. The life will show you if you're moving in the right direction or not. Just observe, listen, and notice everything what's going on around you. Yes, Florida Key is truly, truly healing place. I always tell the God, the universe, throw it in the end of the world, in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of nowhere. Seriously, like around these big waters, like right there to find this peace. This is what for what was created, the Florida Keys. And I love that people enjoying fishing here and the bars and having some fun. But I'm so happy that we are transforming the keys and showing also another opportunity sides of it, like yes, healing side, wellness side, like you know, all of this spiritual.
So what's the vision? We're recording this and we're almost to the end of 2024. So what's your vision for 2025? Or do you have anything on the calendar, events yet that you could share with people that are coming up? And
Thank you for asking. For sure, there is coming event in January 14. It will be full moon, first full moon of 2025, and we will have event. We will share about that more details in our social media as always, so you can reserve your spots because we have limited space availability. I would be more than happy to bring hundreds people here, but not yet. We don't have so much space yet. Of course, our retreat will be open, I hope, in the summertime.
So summer 2025?
Summer 2025. We will start inviting the people for the retreats. And of course, the new yoga studio. And like I said, every month we are having retreats, and every month retreat will be soon too. Every month we do full moon events with different facilitators. It's always something new to learn from yoga for this new community, for the new place for yoga in the Keys. And of course, we have yoga classes in the morning and the evening. You can always check our schedule on our website, yogakeyslive.com.
Is that the best way to find your services and connect with you?
Yeah, on the website or social media, Instagram, Facebook, we have, and of course, phone number.
I'll make sure to put all that in the description notes for both the podcast and YouTube, so everybody can connect with Ena.
And also we have here in the studio, I actually ordered a special, like, during the cakes, The shells we will put, if you're coming to Yoga Keys, if you're local and you have small business or even not small business, we have here the shells where people share their business cards and the flyers. It's a free place. You don't need to pay for it for advertisement, like in everywhere, I think, in Keys. This is also, I told about it in the beginning, but when you're new, just print your business cards, flyers, and go to the local businesses to place them everywhere. And Yoga Keys also offer this opportunity.
Beautiful. Anything else you'd like to share in our any advice for people that are thinking of relocating here or just visiting here? What would be your tip to give to somebody?
Oh, my tip, just enjoy. My tip will be always about no rush. My tip will be always about give yourself time to enjoy and to feel Florida Keys, to feel like a goddess. I think for Florida Keys, it's a big goddess of the marathon or something. Like, feel her open wings, like, which she is covering the islands with this beautiful nature. Like, when it's there rain, just sit in the silence and listen to the rain. Like, if it's fire, listen to the fire, listen to the shaving of the leaves, experience the nature. Of course, don't forget about local businesses, we'll appreciate you, but I would tell people experience the nature, just take the walks. Like, it can be great fun on the jet ski and anything, but just take barefoot on the beach walking, like, step in the water, hug the trees, touch the leaves, feel this energy. And welcome to Yoga Keys, of course, for the spiritual yoga practices, and all other local businesses which is doing it again for you. We are here for you, for the guests and for the locals, for the community. And I just want to share my biggest and deepest gratitude to the Florida Keys, because truly I never thought it will be the place where I will move to live until my husband told me about that. I never even thought about that. And it changed me, and I will never forget this place. I'm not going to leave yet, because we have big plans and for the retreat and for everything. But still, even if one day it will be over, because everything and people and energies and places come into your life for some period of time, for some special purpose, special practice, action. So I will never forget this place, and I will always recommend people to visit. It is truly healing place, and I'm also want to ask people, let's keep it this truly healing. Please keep it clean. Please keep it kind of quiet.
Be respectful.
Respect to locals, to neighbors. Share the empathy, share the support and the love, and locals and tourists with each other. Like, let's keep. There is enough places in the world where people already destroyed it, our ego, or something. Let's keep. There is not so much places left in the world like this beautiful, recharging, healing place. So let's take care of this beautiful goddess and
treat her as a goddess.
Yes. Like, I feel like her. I don't know. I'm calling it like her. For me, I feel like this is like feminine, some energy, because it's so beautiful and so gentle. This is the sign. Look at this. Oh my God.
What a beautiful.
Do you hear that? Exactly in this moment, the air element came right to the chimes.
We've been here for 2 hours and that has not.
It didn't happen for all of the time. And this is all of the chimes of the 4 elements of the water, earth, fire, and the air. And then we just shared that. Oh my God, I'm going tearing now.
I think
to take care of the nature of this place.
And she's like, yes,
these
please,
bells,
thank you.
Please.
She's the goddess has spoken, and I think that's a beautiful note to end on.
Goddess trusts us to this space, and to the people who comes to Yoga Keys, to Florida Keys.
And Yoga Keys.
And Yoga Keys as well.
Well, thank you, Ena. This was so beautiful. I knew this was going to be a beautiful conversation, but it's just I'm just over the moon that we could sit here and talk, and
Yeah.
I could talk for hours.
Yeah, me too. Like that's why I'm always after yoga class. There are a lot of times sitting and sharing, and I'm like, I'm sorry again. I'm talking too much. They're like, no, please continue.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
No.
Thank you so much. I so
you.
appreciate this opportunity, and I just want to share again. This is such a great idea to let people know about in details, based on your real experience of the people, but you can show to share. I'm sure it's helpful, and of course, everybody welcome to Yoga Keys. If you have any questions, if you are looking for yoga practice, for private sessions, if you have any questions, feel free to reach us anytime. And I'm looking forward for the new podcast episodes with the new people, with the new businesses. Thank you so much for doing it, for this
thank
community,
you for being a part of it.
Of course, I appreciate it. Namaste.
Namaste. Wow, what a soul energizing conversation that was. There were just so many insightful takeaways, and whether you're considering a visit to the Florida Keys, contemplating a move here, or are already a local in our island community, I hope you found value in today's episode. On that note, I'm excited to share that to kick off this wonderful episode, Ena has generously offered a complimentary yoga session for one lucky listener and 4 of their friends at Yoga Keys Life. The opportunity to enter the drawing begins on the day this episode airs, December 11th, 2024, and will continue up until February 12th, 2025. To enter, simply listen to the episode and share your yoga story in the review or comment section. It could be about how you come to practice yoga and how it has transformed your life, or your inspiration to start practicing and how you believe it'll make a positive impact. The most inspirational story will be chosen as the winner, and the announcement will be made on February 14th, Valentine's Day 2025. As we wrap this up, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to you for tuning in to today's episode. This podcast aims to highlight the stories of the real people who live, work, and play in the Florida Keys, showcasing their efforts to foster a community that embraces the island way of life we all cherish. If you found today's episode enjoyable, please consider sharing it with friends or anyone you believe might find it inspiring or helpful. And if you feel called to leave a 5-star review or subscribe to my YouTube channel, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much again, and I look forward to connecting and sharing another Florida Keys story with you all in the next episode.